Hello again everyone, me again. So, we left off the Creakers with Lucy stuck in the wardrobe. The Creakers about to snatch her dad's jacket from Ella in the middle of the room. But they didn't know that Ella, Norman and Lucy had set a trap. So we'll see if they get caught or not when we read chapter 12, Gunt, Gruff, Scratch and Sniff. Lucy looked up at the heavy washing basket dangling from the ceiling, then back down to the 4 Creakers. One more step, Lucy thought, and I've got you! She released the Creaker trap, the skipping rope unravelling around the hangers, and swished out of the wardrobe so fast she could barely see it whiz across the room. In a great crash and clatter, the washing basket came crashing down from above, trapping the Creakers under it, and sending the rubbish they'd collected flying off in all directions. "No!" growled Grunt. "Ouch!" burbled Gruff. "Get off me!" screeched Scratch. "We'll be trapped!" squealed Sniff. The Creakers cried out in panic, and Lucy leapt out of the wardrobe, heart racing like an alarm clock in her chest. "It's the kiddling!" Grunt croaked. "She was sneakering in the wardrobe." "What a trickster!" said Gruff. "Yes, you nasty little rotter!" Sniff cried, interrupting Scratch, who boshed him on the head. "Sorry." Grunt quickly took charge, plunging his black paw into the pouch around Sniff's neck, pulling out a pinch of their golden dust. He puffed it straight at Lucy, and all the Creakers watched eagerly as it swished through the air straight towards her face, as though the dust itself had a mind of its own and was reaching out with golden crumbly fingers. But instead of finding her eyes, the dozy dust hit the tinted lenses of her swimming goggles and fell uselessly to the floor. Sniff gasped in horror and fainted in shock. No child had ever fended off a dozy dust attack before. "You crafty little sprog!" Grunt spat. "Did you see that? The kidder got freaky dust stoppers!" Gruff mumbled in a panic. Scratch kiffed Sniff in the belly. Sniff, it's me! Scratch! Wake up!" "Oh!" Sniff said, coming around. "She be a crafty little kiddling, this un," Grunt growled, glaring at Lucy. Suddenly he began clawing at the floor through the woven bars of the upside-down basket, which was barely big enough to hold all 4 of them. The other Creakers copied him, digging their claws into the wooden floor and scratching away. Slowly the whole washing basket began to move across the floor towards the bed. It wasn't heavy enough to stop them. With Norman knocked out with dozy dust, there was no one to weigh it down. Lucy gulped hard, swallowing her fear, and sprinted across the room. She jumped on top of the washing basket, pushing it back down again, trapping the Creakers underneath. "Let us out! Let us out!" the Creakers croaked. "No, I will not let you out," Lucy said with a nervous wobble in her voice, as she crouched above the monsters. It was terrifying not being able to see what the Creakers were up to under her feet, but she didn't dare get down in case they made a run for it. As she peeped over the edge, the Creakers were hidden in the shadow. Their long, creepy claws could be seen as they scratched at the floor. Lucy wished she could turn on the light, but the switch was on the other side of the bedroom. If only she had Norman's torch! She could see it lying on the bed next to him, but could she reach it? "What's the kiddling doing?" Gruff muttered nervously from below her. "Can't see the rotter," groaned Grunt. "She be stretching out for something," croaked Scratch. "She's got a... Ah! The bright! Sniff cried in pain as Lucy flicked on the torch and shone it through the bars of the basket, trying to see the Creakers up close. "Turn the bright off, you horrid little kiddling!" "It be too hot!" Grunt cried, cowering away from the torchlight. Suddenly Lucy caught a whiff of something horrid. It smelled like burning hair, all smoky and dry. She realised that the Creakers didn't just dislike the torchlight. It was hurting them. It was burning them. "Oh, I'm sorry," Lucy said, switching off the torch right away. These creatures were awfully disgusting, but she didn't want to hurt them. No creature deserved that. Plus, the smell of their burning flesh was horrendous. Yes, that's a nice kiddling, gasped Gruff, dabbing at his smouldering skin. Now just be lifting up the trapper, and we be on our ways. Leaving you and your friends alone, yes, he added, peering up at Lucy with his black eyeballs. Ella, Norman, Lucy said, suddenly remembering her friends. Gently she prodded Ella, who was lying next to the basket. Ella, it's me, Lucy. Can you hear me? But Ella didn't open her eyes. She was snoring happily in a blissful snooze. Oh, I wouldn't be trying to wake up the dozer, said Sniff helpfully. Not's good to wake up someone who's had the dust. Makes them all messy in the noggin. Messy in the noggin? Had the dust? Lucy asked, confused. Yes, kiddlings go right out with a bit of dozy dust, leaving it all nice and easy peasy for us to creak about. Ow! Groaned Sniff as Grunt elbowed him in his round belly. Quiet, bug brain! You'll be telling a human too much, Grunt snapped. No, don't stop, said Lucy. That's why I've trapped you. I want answers. And you're not going anywhere until I get them. The Creakers went silent, and Lucy sensed them all looking at each other inside the basket beneath her feet. We not be telling the kiddling a thing, she heard Grunt hiss firmly to the others. More loudly he added, we be waiting for more Creakers to come free us. Then you'll be in a whole heap of troubles, whispered Scratch threateningly, with a sly smile in his voice. What other Creakers? Said Gruff curiously, rubbing his cannonball tummy. I don't know anyone else be coming here tonight. Shut your mud hole, you mush-minded moron, Grunt barked. Oh, right, sorry, yeah, them others. Gruff quickly said, trying to play along, but Lucy knew now that no one else was coming. Suddenly she had an idea. There was a way she could look at the Creakers. Her bedroom mirror. She quickly whipped around to face the wall where her full-length mirror was hanging, positioned perfectly to reflect those wicked creatures underneath. There you are. She smiled and put her hands on her hips. Hello! Waved Sniff chirpily, before being elbowed in the nose by Scratch. Now, I want you to tell me exactly what you've done with the grown-ups, Lucy said. And there she is, standing on top of the trapped Creakers, looking in her mirror. Can you see her goggles on her eyes? No, huffed Grunt firmly, staring back at her in the mirror. I want to know why you took them, Lucy calmly explained. Not a chance. I want to know why you creak about our bedrooms at night. Can't tell that kid or our secrets. And I want you to tell me how I can get the grown-ups back, said Lucy. Wah, 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 wailed Grunt, which Lucy remembered was the Creaker way of laughing. Get the grown-ups back? Wah! That would be impossible, you silly kiddler. Lucy's stomach twisted at the word impossible. I'm not silly. Nothing's impossible, she said. Impossible isn't real. It's just in your mind. If you tell me where the grown-ups are, I'll march down into the Wolab and get them myself. And then things can go back to the way they were before. Oh, I'm afraid you won't be doing that, said Gruff, sounding a little bit more serious than he had so far. You see, kiddling, your grown-ups aren't quite the same as you remember 'em. The Creaker started giggling, which sounded more like the way you gargle when you brush your teeth. What do you mean? Lucy said, starting to get a little panicked. What have you done to them? We, said Scratch, not we. Not us little Creakers. Not Grunt, Gruff, Scratch and Sniff. We's be good little Creakers. We not hurting your grown-ups, jumped in Sniff. Then who? Asked Lucy, her mind racing to work out the riddle. It be in the Wolab, said Grunt darkly. The Woleb be doing what the Woleb does. What does the Woleb do? Asked Lucy. The Creakers looked at each other with wicked smiles. The Woleb be changing them, said Grunt. The Woleb be twisting them, said Gruff. The Woleb be keeping them, added Scratch. Forever, whispered Sniff. Oh dear. Grown-ups could be gone forever, trapped in the Woleb with the other Creakers. What a cliffhanger to leave us on, eh? So, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope I'll see you tomorrow for the next chapter, chapter 13. Alright, have a good day. See you later. Bye.